Well, howdy tubers. I'll add it again. Of course, got the rudder done there as you seen last night, and I am on to the motor box, which right now I am riveting the angles onto the front of bulkhead A, and we will show you what I've got going so far. And probably ought to show you the plans first. Okay, so this is where we are, putting these angles onto bulkhead A, and this is the rudder bar mount. And it says deburr and rivet in place. So already did that and started some rivets, and well, let me show you these. Okay, here's the motor mount boxes, they call them. Only two sides to these boxes are, as if I can get this right, Brian Regan would say, boxing. If anybody listens to Brian Regan, comedian. Anyway, so this is all clecoed together. I did end up trimming and polishing that angle there because it stuck out just a little bit, no big deal, but so trimmed it off and polished it. So these are, I believe, about ready to be riveted together. And of course, you know, I'll show you here. It says all rivets and motor mount assembly to be stainless. There we go. To be stainless steel. For the side skins and thin sheet metal, stainless steel CCP 43 rivets, 42 for the other. But just like on my Ultra Cruiser, I can't say I did it on the H5. Well, I did these on the H5 with solid rivets, but since I built a chrome moly motor mount for my motor on the H5, I don't have these. So, but these will be all done with solid rivets. Love them. So, anyway, let me show you on here. So, I've gotten these all riveted in, and this here is where the rudder mount for the rudder bar, they call it, goes. And then I got to rivet in all these. Of course, since you can't get a squeezer in there, using rivet gun, which is not really a rivet gun, it's a air hammer and bucking bar, and set on, in this particular case, set on one. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Now on my Ultra Cruiser, the first one, the scratch built one, left this here's a piece of rectangle. I think a 1x3 or 1x4 rectangle, and so there would be a side like this here. Well, I left that in there, but I knew that if I was gonna ever pull that out of there, which I did a couple times, I took this out. I thought, well, when I was building, I thought, well, if I was ever going to need to pull this out, I would have to drill out whatever kind of rivets you put in there. So on the Ultra Cruiser, and I must say on the H5, I drilled and tapped these holes for, I think it was 832s. And then on the outside holes, I just drilled them the body size, and then put a 832 and a nut on the inside, so that can come off. And I'm going to do the same thing here, because you just never know if you fly a bunch, if you happen to maybe wear these holes out, well, then you got to go and drill all them out to get it out. But just take screws out, and then you get it out easier and faster. There's the bracket that supports this. It's not drilled. You got to drill it. No big deal. But it goes on there, something like that. So, getting to be a long video here, so I will get this out there on Tubi land. It's pretty crappy weather all night. I think it rained all night, and it's been raining today, so good time to work on this. So there you go, and God bless.